Okay, I'm back. Alrighty.
What the damn complaints? I had to
What the
say,
damn?
yeah, I had to say damn because
Without the
otherwise
ding.
we would be deleted from YouTube.
That's true.
We have this topic that people have been waiting for. Talk about complaints. In front desk job, you will encounter a lot of complaints, and you
A
will
lot of
encounter
interesting people.
a lot of situations where
Yes.
you are just thinking to yourself, "What the is this? This doesn't
Ding.
belong to me. This is not my problem. This has
This
nothing to do
With the
our
hotel itself.
And that's crazy."
But I actually think now when I was thinking back at my experience as a front desk agent, I didn't have that bad of customers actually because I didn't have that crazy complaints.
And when I was thinking back at this,
You were like, what the?
no, I was actually thinking like, I'm in that mindset, like, I've experienced something crazy every day, but I just cannot remember it anymore. Like,
I think that's also the problem with me.
because we have this weird saying in Finnish, which doesn't make not like when you have sayings, they don't
It doesn't
make
work
sense
in other languages. Nope.
But anyways, like time makes the memories gold. Basically, that's the saying, and that
What is
is
it in
the same.
Finnish?
Aika kultaa muistot, come on.
Okay, I have to say, nope.
That's not a saying.
No. It's probably a saying, but I
I
actually
was
didn't know
about
that.
to bring rain to Africa with my like saying.
You were like,
African people are like, please do.
Okay.
Okay. We have
You
to cut that
almost-
out. Of course it rains in Africa. What the heck am I thinking? Or what are you thinking? What? I'm lost here.
okay.
All right,
Let's
sorry,
go.
we had a technical problem. We are back now live up here. Yeah, it records. So we're asking about what the damn complaints. I had to say damn because otherwise we will be banned. Do you have any what the damn complaints? What have you encountered in the front desk, or have you been a guest of a hotel and giving a what the damn complaint?
Actually, no and no. Okay, I actually have told my favorite complaint of all time, which was this.
Crooked floor. Roof.
No, tilted roof. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they said that they can't sleep, then I was like, maybe you should just close your eyes and sleep.
No, you were like, yeah, little, hey, wait a second. Come on.
But that's the only thing. I didn't really have any other like, wow, what the complaints. Like maybe, okay, someone was raging about that the water, like the bottled water was too expensive. But, he had a point because...
Did you say, it's expensive for poor people? Sure.
No,
So, like,
I actually said, yeah, it's pretty expensive. No, I didn't say that.
Expensive for bottled water. How much was it?
$3.50 maybe?
Jesus Christ! $3.50 for bottled water when we get tap water.
Yeah, and
pure
in
drinkable
Finland,
tap water in Finland.
In Finland, that's the most like.
Most common thing to drink.
No. It's the
I don't know. You were pointing at me. I had to fill in the blanks.
The cleanest water in the whole world.
In the world.
Yeah, cleanest
We
tap
have
water.
so clean water that we can drink from the toilet, and we do. That's a lesson for Finnish people.
And I tried to say this to the customer, but he didn't understand. And he wanted bottled water, but it was too expensive. And then he was raging, and then he was throwing the water bottles, and I was like, ooh, circus.
Circus, like, yeah.
Really, I wasn't that happy. I was.
Yeah, probably.
That's one of my worst experience with a customer, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty aggressive.
Oh, very scared? Have you ever been scared at work, right? Like really scared?
No.
Yeah, I think me neither.
Yeah, no, I actually haven't. But yeah, I was just like, I don't know. He was just yelling, and I might take everything very personally.
You might?
Or
Even the
I
bottled
do.
water, like,
Yeah, but
I'm
he was
not the
yelling
one
at
who
me.
bottled it, sir.
Yeah, I was like, sorry, I didn't say. I just have to say because it says on the list.
What the heck was that?
No, but really, but he was just yelling at me, so then I was like,
Gotcha.
Okay. Anyway, but I don't really have the what the F complaints. I'm very lame. Once again, why am I this lame?
What do I know?
Anyway, but I have actually Googled, or actually not even Googled, but I have
Google saves your ass.
Checked once again. Checked TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor. What about TripAdvisor?
Yes.
Tell me.
Well, I went to some hotels reviews.
Okay, Finnish or some others.
All around the world.
Oh, okay, all around the world. So Spain and US. All right, I got you. I'm following.
And then I took the worst reviews of all time.
Ooh, that should be whole another episode, I think.
It should actually.
Should it be?
Yes.
Vote now.
I vote yes.
Okay.
Anyway, so I just found this one, which is that the hotel got 1 star because the feedback was that I had made a reservation.
Yeah, you do.
And I couldn't travel.
You couldn't travel. Okay, you're bad.
Because my schedule
because
was
COVID-19. Everybody of us know it nowadays, but this was before those times.
Yes. This was. I actually think this was written like 2015 or something.
So what was the reason?
Well,
2015. Huh.
No, it was just like the time schedule changed. Anyway.
There was no Snapchat.
Jonas!
I'm just wondering.
I can't.
You can't travel. Yeah, I heard this part. Go ahead. What is the reason?
Anyway, then the review said, and I called the hotel and they said, no, we can't refund your money. And then, I hate this hotel because this hotel sucks. You know?
This is everyday life.
This is, and the hotel manager or something said, hello, you booked through hotels.com a non-refundable rate, and there it says it's not refundable. And this is
this is straight to the feelings.
Yes.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
But
this is not what the fuck. Oh, sorry.
That's not what the fuck.
Okay, this is the next one is what the F.
Okay, what the F? Come on, bring
because
it to me. Give it to me.
This has nothing to do with the hotel.
What was the other one?
I don't know. It was just a complaint. Sorry. I'm lame, so I had to.
You're lame. You have to give out
search for something. Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right.
But this has nothing to do with the hotel itself. This was a airport hotel.
Airport hotel?
Yes.
I love those.
You do?
That's just a lame comment I made, but all right, let's go. I have never slept in an airport hotel.
I don't love
them.
The airport hotels at all. It's
Why?
It's somehow a very cold feeling because people are there just for a quick sleep and to the plane.
Yeah.
It's not about the service and blah blah blah.
But they need the room, so they should
absolutely, yeah. But it's not like, oh, I want to stay there again when I go to this city.
Yeah, I get recommendations for hotels from the front desk. I get recommendations for restaurants, for God's sakes. No, it's not like that. It's not the hotel experience in airport hotels. That was the thing. Okay. It's just a quickie there and bang, you're out. That's me. Not. It's like a quick stop there and you're out.
Yes. And this guy who stayed at the airport hotel.
What about him?
His feedback was that when I went back, I walked to the airport.
Yeah.
And the street was so dirty. So I can't stay at this hotel again.
Oh.
The street! The street!
Yeah, well.
It has nothing to do with the hotel itself.
But should it be?
No.
Should it be? We had our bellboys when they did have nothing at all to do. When it was a quiet time, when we had all the check-ins in, and there was
Sunday evening.
Might be a moment even between check-outs and check-ins where there's nothing to do for the bellboys because they were there for
service,
belling stuff. So
yeah,
they might clean around the hotel. So I understand this complaint. The street was dirty. I'm not staying here again. No,
so
I don't understand, but I see where it might. No, it's a what the fuck complaint. All right,
yeah.
Ring the bell.
Yeah. Then I have also one from my friend. I just asked him like, do you have any what the F complaints? He was also pretty lame. Sorry nyt vaan. But he said that because people travel to Finland and the sauna, this steam room-ish.
This God's invention that we have.
Yes. So people think that if they travel to Finland, there has to be a sauna in every hotel. And then they complain that there is no sauna. And then my friend is like, maybe you should read on the website what we have.
Yeah, well, I mean, I understand now both sides. For example...
No. You can't...
Which hotel doesn't have a sauna? Come on. Which hotel doesn't have a sauna in Finland?
A lot of hotels.
Well, shame on you. Shame on you. And then again, obviously you should read on the websites if there's a sauna or not.
It's absolutely not a must.
Oh, it's a must, all right? Where we are? Where was sauna invented? Now someone will say Sweden, and I'll be all right. But anyways, it's a Finnish innovation. We are
but
here.
It doesn't mean...
We own that thing. That's one thing we own. That one thing we're good at.
We have invented, for example, when you wash your dishes and then you put them to dry. We have that. We have invented that as well. Why don't the hotel have that as well?
That's such a woman thing to say.
No, I think it's annoying that people come to a country and say, because we are in this country, you have to have this. You suck.
Okay, let's settle the piece. Why cannot we just have then? If I have a lame hotel with no sauna in Finland, which sucks, why cannot I then have a partner do cooperation with some kind of a sauna partner who has only the sauna but not the hotel, because we have those in Helsinki as well. Oh, they do? Problem solved. Whew, all this fight for nothing. It's like, hey, we don't have a sauna over here. Yeah, no problem. I'll get you a ride to a closest partner. Okay, now both we calm down. That
discussion got heated.
That was heated. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, do you have any nice things to say? You're so stressed with the paper.
I was so stressed. I was like, like that's exactly the sound that sauna makes.
Ish, yeah.
Ish.
More like
okay.
Like more aggressive. I do have a few stories from our friends from Instagram.
I do as well.
But do you want to take your own stories first and then we will take the Instagram stories?
I will take my own stories first.
Do that.
Yeah. When I was thinking of what the moments, complaints and stuff, there was this complaint that the first thing I thought, the first memory I thought was, the person came to the front desk. Mm-hmm. We didn't have an elevator. We had 3 floors.
But still, pretty bad.
We didn't have an elevator. It was a historical hotel.
What is a hotel without an elevator?
It's a historical hotel. It's an old building.
Yeah, but you get... Okay, I know. Mm-hmm. Please continue.
They said at the front desk, oh, there's no elevator. We have to walk the stairs. Like, yeah, you have to walk the stairs. There's no elevator. You have to walk the stairs.
But it kind of sucks when you have the luggage.
I told that we have bellboys, and there was muscular guys who were like, to carry your luggage. And they were like, but still, we have to walk the stairs. I'm like,
so that was not a wheelchair friendly.
It was not wheelchair. It was like a...
You didn't have like any rooms.
I mean, obviously we had rooms obviously on our floor, but they were looking healthy and they had the ocean view, which obviously higher above the, you get higher, you see the... We were in the beachfront. We were ocean view like 3 blocks away from the ocean, so you had to be high up to see the ocean. So.
I see. Mm-hmm.
Otherwise you would see only the garden.
Okay.
And then there was this complaint about... I don't know where to start this story, but this guy, I was in the US and this guy came from Europe. I'm not sure in which country in Europe it's fine to park your car, like not the way, like if you have the right side traffic, you park on the right side, like facing, basically on side of the street, facing the way you are going.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure where it's fine to park your car on the other side, like the opposite side of the street, facing the like opposite side of the traffic.
I actually think they might do this in Denmark, for example.
Okay.
I think so. Okay, don't hit me if I'm wrong, but I think so, if I remember correctly.
I'm pretty sure this guy was French. So maybe that's all right in France. However,
cultural difference.
Yeah, cultural difference. So this French guy, let's just say it. We've said it already. This French guy came and actually this French guy didn't came yet. It's this story actually. This American lady came and said like, all right, there's someone has been drinking and driving and has bumped my car and has parked wrong way, so you have to call the cops. And I'm like, excuse me, what? Yeah, bumped car, call drunken driving, DUI, call the cops. I'm like, well, do I have any choice? I don't know. I tried looking the system, like, do we have this register plate? No, we don't. I cannot just call the guest and say like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
So I didn't have it. I called the cops. Okay, the guest who came to complain was happy. The cops, look at it, the bump wasn't that bad. It's like a very minor bump on the register plate, and that was it. The guest checked out, left. But the cops left a ticket to the guy who has parked.
I see.
And then this French guy go to his car. He was like,
dun, dun, dun.
he was like, hey, going to his car, and then he comes back like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so there was this minor issue with another guest you had bumped their car and also parked on the wrong side of the street, and they were like, in France we can park on the other side of the street, and okay, that's my France impersonation.
Whoa.
Was that so? Yeah, I don't know how this was, but then he was very mad about the fact that he didn't know. He just flew in here. He took a rental car. He drove here late at night. He parked there because that was the only parking spot, and nobody told him. How can we go to the street and see when people just come there and park their car? Like, I had no idea. And like he was saying that he's not paying. I was like, we're not paying your ticket. I was the one calling the cops, and he was then mad like, why did I call the cops? I'm like, well, don't like give me an option over there. Someone else came and asked for the cops.
No.
Like, I couldn't find your registration plate. We have a registration card where we ask for your register plate, but you obviously didn't fill it, you dumb piece of shit. And,
aggressive.
And that was then. Then he stayed for 4 more days. And every time he went through the front desk, he was like, what is this?
Pissed.
Shaking his head. He was like,
no.
at me. And I was the bad guy. Who parked the car over here? No, I didn't do valet service. Like, it was your fault. That was for me. That was also the what the complaint.
Indeed.
All right.
Super annoying.
Then,
my blood pressure is getting it.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Let's take the fan mail now, and then I will actually end this story for my story and another story. And then there's one more story coming up.
All right. I was also actually Googling a bit once again.
Googling? Did you Google where are our fans?
Yes. Okay. One of these, it's actually weird because I was Googling like weird complaints from hotel guests, crazy complaints from hotel guests, what the fuck complaints, from hotel guests.
There's a lot of bells.
Yeah.
Like the front desk has never been this busy.
And it was always the same like complaints.
Okay.
But on different sites. So I don't think, I don't know if these are like real things or myths or something. But anyway, myths. But this is one of my favorite. It took us 9 hours to fly home from Jamaica to England. But it took only 3 hours. No, what?
What? This is a what the complaint.
Yeah.
We can't even understand it.
It took, this is really, it took us 9 hours to fly home from England to Jamaica. But it only took 3 hours to get from Jamaica to England. Because the
time difference?
Yeah. And they were like, this sucks.
What?
Yeah, and they had sent this message after they left the hotel and everything and traveled back home and then sent this complaint to the hotel.
To the hotel?
To the hotel!
Hey!
This is what the F.
Let's just, Idiot of the Week award goes to
Dun, 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 dun.
whoever wrote that comment.
Yes. But then we have one of our followers.
Yay. Go you guys.
Go you. This is okay.
You can say it. People have
MC Swaggin 624.
MC Swaggin 64.
624.
624.
Thank you for sharing. She has also shared some earlier some nice stories.
Nice.
But this is her WTF complaint.
All right.
So
let's get it.
We offered milk and cookies in the evening, free for.
We did as well. I feel you.
You
I think
did.
it says Mr. Swagger 264.
Free for our guests from
All
8
right, let's go.
to 9 p.m.
Yep.
Just a little after dinner treat to really top off our family-owned boutique homey feel.
Homey feel.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very
That's
nice.
very good.
Actually, during my time as a night audit, we baked cookies. And it was a very homey feeling. Anyway, absolutely. This cookie time was absolutely nothing like obligation to take part in. Well, a lady decided to complain that because this hotel offered this little treat with the cookies, it allowed her and her children to be, okay, this is a word I can't say.
You can say.
Gluttonous?
What?
Gluttonous?
Did you try even translate what does that mean?
Yes.
Oh.
Glupska in Swedish.
Yeah, that helps me a lot. Thank you.
But they are like, like just eating and eating and eating and they can't stop.
Ah, all right.
So it was the hotel's fault that she, her husband, and the 3 children came down into the lobby at 8 p.m. and consumed cookies and milk, and that they couldn't stop. And this made her that upset that she even wrote this about on TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor. She wrote that on TripAdvisor that, it's photos worth
Yeah,
fault.
but
I cannot stop eating.
Yeah, exactly. But this is the best, like, win-win.
It's a
She's
win-win.
saying, we ended up printing out the review on hanging it on our back office to read whenever we needed a laugh.
You should have put in, like, hang it out. Every time there's cookies, you're like, me and my family could not stop eating these.
Yeah,
like, that's a good marketing point of view in that way. That's ridiculous. We also did have in the United States, we had cookies and milk. That was a big hit.
Sounds
They
nice.
were delicious. I of course had to joke. Front desk jokes going back in the first episodes. Oh yeah, these are fresh. I had to taste if they are good. Yeah, and then people are already in line like, yeah, we've been waiting for this.
That's nice.
Anything else you have there on your piece of paper?
Jonas gave me a weird look. I didn't know what that meant. Then we have Alvianar, 22. Alvianar. Sorry if I pronounced these wrong because I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I actually had Googled these kind of complaints earlier, and I don't even remember which episode I was talking this about, but this Alvianar 22, who's a very nice girl, actually shared this story. So
Alviana, very nice girl. Should I check her out?
You can do it later.
Do it later.
Anyway, so she got a complaint from a guest who had a long stay at the hotel, and at the check-in, he told that he wants a smoking room.
Mm-hmm.
And in the beginning of this podcast, like not even on this episode, just beginning of this podcast, I didn't even know that there's smoking rooms.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yay! Achievement for us.
But
there
now,
are.
yeah, but obviously this is a normal thing. Anyway.
Yeah, probably I recall myself also thinking, where the hell is smoking rooms? But yeah,
Anyway. Yeah. So this man wanted a smoking room, but the hotel was fully booked. So sorry, can't find you one. But she said that, but tomorrow you can move into a smoking room if you want.
All right.
And he said yes. Then they did it. And for the front desk people, you probably everybody know that when you're checking like the reservations, it looks like a puzzle. So if you want to change someone's room, then you have to change like a lot of other reservations as well.
Yeah.
It's not that easy that
Especially
you just like...
if you're fully booked, it's a struggle. People are like, can't you just, change that room? So like, if I could just change your room, I would.
Yeah, but it's not that easy. But this girl made it possible for the guest.
Wow, good job.
Yes, but the guest moved to the smoking room. And when he went to the room, he called the front desk and complained that the room smelled cigarettes.
Huh.
And
surprise.
Yeah, and it was a
man.
must that he has to move back to the old room.
And the whole puzzle goes back to the
So, like, okay, if you want a smoking room, you probably know that there's someone else that has been smoking there before you arrive.
Oh, it's a brand fresh room that smells fantastic, but you can destroy it with the smell of smoke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
I'm a joke.
Then I also want to tell another one, which I was Googling about. This is also a very short story.
Okay.
It was a couple staying in the hotel. In the morning, the boyfriend said, yeah, I couldn't sleep because my girlfriend was snoring.
Okay.
So
that was a complaint to a front desk.
Yeah, because it was the hotel's fault.
Oh.
And a bit of similar story. It was a couple who had asked for a room with twin beds, but they got like a room with a queen bed, or like a beds together. So they had to sleep next to each other.
Oh, a couple next to each other.
I know,
Jesus
it's wild.
Christ,
yeah.
It's getting wild.
Yeah, and after this, it was the hotel's fault that the girl got pregnant.
The girl got pregnant? Oh my god.
And
there's
it's
a plot for a movie.
Fault.
Please make a movie about that.
Yes, please.
Jesus Christ.
I'm done.
I'm done with that as well.
Yeah. Please, Jonas, take the wheel.
Take the wheel. Or do you mean the roar?
Look, we learn new stuff.
We made different stories. Amsu was asking for DMs. I was having in our story, I was having that little comment section, but there's only fitting couple of, or mostly
words.
One sentence. So my fans, I can say my fans now in this case, because they were addressed to me, they were saying good stuff, but short ones. So this will be like quotes.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's nice. I think we talk too much.
Wayne Tanhi, you said a complaint that you received was, I paid the lady, but she doesn't give me what I want. Imagine that getting in the front desk. I have a phone call. I know.
Wait, what?
I paid the lady, but she doesn't give me what I want. Oh, you church girl. That means that there's a prostitute in the room that you paid, but she doesn't just, agree on what was agreed
sorry. on. So it was the customer who said, sorry, I thought it was the Instagram person who said, and I was like, the person has paid their customer but didn't.
This is the quotes. These are mostly quotes from guests from our fans.
Yeah, church girl is.
So thanks, back. Wayne, for sharing that.
Thank you.
Another
Sorry
one,
for not understanding.
I'm surprised that from those that came, 2 are related to hookers. The second one came from Keia B. Honsul.
Sounded pretty good.
Yep. It's, quote, hooker in the room. Guest complained about, the hooker in the room.
Wasn't good enough.
Well,
Well,
the thing was that story doesn't tell, but basically
they complained about
they complained about the hooker being in the room that the guest obviously had paid and asked for there.
Yeah.
So that's awkward situation for the front desk.
Indeed.
Why did you call the front desk for about that?
I would be like, sorry, but it was your decision.
It was your own decision.
Yeah.
Keia also added another complaint, which got me more, because she said that guest complained about other guests not greeting her in the elevator.
Yes.
Yes.
I actually
yes.
No, not yes, but yes, that I actually have had a customer like this.
Really? Saying like, in your hotel people are so rude, they don't say hi.
Yes. And also, I think I don't really remember what the complaint was about, but they actually, if they think like, okay, now we are buddies because you are the front desk agent and I'm your customer and we are close.
Okay, you're buddies.
And then they say like, oh, I can't stand this person. And it's one of your customers as well. And then you are like there in the middle and you're like,
In the hotel, you made that assumption in a glimpse of an eye? Basically, because you're not staying, you're not living there.
Yeah.
So you're like, I can't stand this person, and you're both like...
No, I didn't say that I can't stand this person.
Yeah, but that person said to you.
Yeah. And it was something about how they dressed or something. I seriously don't remember what the context was about, but it was something that the other customer told bad things about the other customer. And you as a front desk agent, you don't have to, or you don't want to take anyone's side.
Of course not.
So you're like, like, what do you say?
You don't say anything.
No, but
you're like, I love our guest. I love that guest. I love this guest.
I love everyone.
Suddenly we're like, in Kansas, Texas. Is Kansas, Texas? Not Kansas, Texas? What am I talking about? I'm not. I tried to.
Just continue.
I just tried to figure out some place where people would talk like that, and I said Kansas, and I said Texas. I don't know what I'm. Let's remember, I'm from Finland, all right?
Please.
So before you
understand.
Okay. Hey, Julia Anastasia has told us a complaint about floor of the shower is wet after taking a shower.
Dramatic.
I'm just asking, and I asked her as well, like, what kind of a bathroom is that bathroom where a floor of a shower is not wet by the shower? But I think the persons who has been used of bathtubs in the shower over there, then the floor is not wet, of course. But
True. Anyway,
that's still ridiculous. Then Jacob Busmegi has told us a complaint. I'm not sure if this was a complaint that she received or that she had experienced, but she said that there was a small hole in our room, did not feel comfortable. And I kind of get it, because I have seen the movie The Resident, made in 2011 when I saw it. It's directed and written by Antti Jokinen, a Finnish director.
Wow.
And it's about a landlord who gets this beautiful woman to rent his apartment, and then the landlord is like stalking, like he has these peek holes, and then the woman is like living there, like it's just living normal life,
home,
but normal life with the fact that the landlord is actually hiding inside the walls and like taking a bath, and right there in front of the bathtub there's like a peephole that the guy is just looking through, and like heavy breathing. It's kind of like very awkward and very, very freaky. I don't know, Antti, where did you get this idea from?
But a good movie topic.
Yeah, good movie topic, and if you haven't seen it, see it now. Like, I talked about this platform movie. I talk about it's a movie recommendation podcast right now. However,
for these times.
But after seeing that, if I would be in the hotel room and I would be like in a bed, I would be like, I'm like, there's a hole in the wall. Why is there a hole in the wall?
Oh my!
What is there in the hole in the wall? Like, there can be like just a tiny little camera. I believe it was in somewhere. If I'm not wrong, but in South Korea there was maybe
Yes.
the hotel where it was.
Actually, yes.
It was.
I think it was South Korea. Yes.
Yeah. So the hotel guests
No,
were
if
filmed.
we are wrong.
Yeah,
But
the hotel guests were filmed and it
Yes.
uploaded to some website, and they were
yes.
having obviously sex in the bed or doing whatever
back at
people
the
do in the
hotel
bed.
sex.
And yeah, back to that topic. If you haven't heard that episode,
Please do.
Yeah, please do. Anyway, so they were broadcast.
Yes,
So they
true.
were- so-
I actually have totally forgotten that
I
one.
wouldn't be feeling comfortable either. And I actually even remember some kind of a story. Maybe I have to Google it out, but some kind of a weird story of maybe an American news reporter or sports news reporter. Now this is like off topic. I haven't looked this up, but
Okay.
maybe there was a couple of years ago. Someone really stalked her and knew that she will be in this hotel room. So this person actually booked a room next to her and booked this room that she will be staying in like a couple of nights before, and like drilled the sockets out and placed cameras, and were actually staying in the next room and filming. Then like ended up filming her naked, which is like shouldn't be anyway in a wow factor. Seeing someone naked is kind of like, all right, maybe for a 14-year-old boy it's actually quite fascinating and exciting, but it was obviously, well, I was a 14-year-old boy when I was see this, so obviously I clicked the video open and I checked like, all right, let's see how this looks like, and it was like 1 second like going topless from a room to another or something like this, and I was like, there's whole big news about this. Obviously, it was a very big thing for a hotel sport point of view that someone called and claimed that he's part of the crew, in what room this person will be. And then placing the cameras, it's all like very like disturbing, really.
It is. Ew.
And that someone really is like dedicating their life to stalk someone like that is like sick. Whew, how did I get there?
I don't even know.
Jacob
What is it
Maggie got me go there about the complaint about the small hole in our room.
Yeah.
If I would be in the front desk and someone would come there and say like, there's a small hole in our room.
Small home.
Yeah, I'm like,
Homey feeling.
Yes, you have lived there for 5 years. I'm like, a small hole in your room, did not feel comfortable or don't feel comfortable. I would be like, yeah, let's go take a look at it.
Yeah, totally. Me too.
Yeah, like let's take a look what's it about. And if there would be on the neighbor room someone like, a creep stalking, we're like, let's take care of this creep. Well, Anzela WRDW, so Anzela has told also kind of a like both sides. Could be a complaint that she received, could be a complaint that she encountered, could be both. She said blood spot in duvet. That's kind of a normal. I mean, I was like, I kind of felt this because I have been receiving complaints like that. Like, there's blood in our duvet. Because obviously if there's blood in the duvet, then the sheets are used. When the bed is stripped from sheets, you might not even notice that. You just put it on wash. Or then it comes back, it's folded nicely. You make the bed. There might be like, blood on the other side of the sheet. It's it's very complicated. It might be like, because the blood is not necessarily going out on the wash. So it's complicated situation. Then you just have to change the sheets. That's nothing over there. But I have been also kind of in the both side of this story because I checked into this hotel. And I went to the room, and usually I'm like, I'm not staying in a nice hotel necessarily, and I'm just there to sleep, obviously.
You're a budget traveler.
I'm not necessarily a budget traveler, but I'm not saying like I'm not seeing the luxurious places because it depends. But most of the times I'm not even spending that much time in the hotel.
Yeah.
So I'm just sleeping there, all right. So I went there. I went pretty late over there. A little drunk. I was like, all right, just kind of like, hanging around, watching TV, just, looking what's on social media and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I open the bed. I'm like, I don't see a hair.
Okay.
I see this, I see this big toenail. Like from the, how do you call the, like the thumb of your foot?
The big toe?
The big toe. And I see that the nail is from the big toe. Like a big toenail is there inside of my sheets. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I really don't want to touch that.
No.
I'm thinking, how is that there? Have they changed the sheets? And then I went to the low bottom. I'm like smelling the sheets. I'm like, yeah, they're brand new. Maybe it was just in the washing machine and it was just, tangled over there. I'm just like flicking it out the toenail, and I'm like, I don't care. And yeah, I went to sleep. Didn't complain to the front desk. Nothing. I'm like, I'm the perfect guest. Mistakes happen. There might be a
never
toenail.
Complain.
It was
an
an awkward situation. Yeah, it was awkward. Toenail.
Oof,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no.
The next one comes from Tiara de V27.
I just felt Tiara.
Tiara.devi27.
Tiara.
Okay, Tiara. Tiara is not the Mexican name or
No,
something.
but it was like Tiara. It felt like.
Okay, it turns you on. Asking checkout for 5 p.m. and not getting it for free makes them, pissed out for not getting it for free.
Oh,
Checkouts for 5
dude.
p.m. I mean, I told Tiara that it's worst when people ask for early check-in in the morning, for example, and then they say like, can we get a late checkout in the evening? And I'm like,
it's almost like a whole day
it's
of
like
extra.
almost like for it doesn't work like that. Okay,
No.
if the room is clean and like available, you can get the early check-in. That's no problem.
Yeah.
But if there would be someone coming into that room later on, you cannot get a 5 p.m. checkout. Like
Exactly.
that's just crazy. And if you don't realize that, and if you're listening to our podcast and you don't realize that, it's time to realize that.
I don't think like,
check out when it's time to check out. All right.
But
or
people,
then pay another
people
night.
don't understand. People don't understand why are the check-in times, for example, 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or something, 11 o'clock. They don't understand. They don't think further on.
They don't think about anything else. They think of themselves.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
the thing, I think.
All right.
Okay.
Getting frustrated over
that
here.
was actually the last one that I had, but I do have one story.
Mm-hmm. I also have one quick story here.
One quick story. Bring it.
It
girl.
was a pet-friendly hotel who had this slogan about that making both owners and pets happy or something like this. And then the customer says when they are checking out, by the way, why are most of the people complaining when they are checking out? Why not during your stay?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's very annoying because we would do anything to make your stay even more comfortable if you would tell us right away. And anyway, so this pet-friendly hotel also got a customer. It was a woman with a dog.
Woman with a dog.
Yes.
Not man
and a mouse.
And a mouse. Or a man and a kind, but woman with a dog. This is a very friendly story.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Amanda.
And she was checking out. And she said that she needs to get a refund because the dog has been depressed during the stay.
Jesus Christ, that's horrible.
And the slogan was that making owners and pets happy, and the pet wasn't happy, so you didn't do what you said.
Well, that's actually smart. That's very smart. I hope that the pet was happy after all. Even though everything that pet went through.
It was just weird to be in a new place.
Excuse me, who is this guest in our...
It was just my pet voice.
That's your pet voice, all right. Jesus Christ. Why do all girls have this pet voice? I'm just asking.
You probably do as well.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I'm like, sit down, motherfucker. That's my pet voice.
I don't think so.
I mean, neither.
Anyway, please tell your story.
This podcast will be so banned.
This, I don't know. This is so weird.
It's going to the wrong direction.
Yeah, it is.
Whew. Okay, so my story is that I actually didn't know all the complaints from our Instagram, or that I didn't come up with stuff. I thought that this episode or this podcast will not be long enough even though it's actually quite damn long. Some of you guys will be like, how long is this?
Does it say?
I don't know. You make a guess.
Okay.
Anyways, so I popped up a Reddit.
Okay.
Because we have a Reddit account, which is actually quite popular right now, and from Tales from the Front Desk, one of you might be in there.
Hello.
I read this.
Reddit friends. Okay, please.
Search complain. And I found this 3 months ago, posted by The Wizard.
Ooh.
The Wizard 01 3 months ago. So, okay, The Wizard 01. there was 3 over there. So I was like, okay, 3 months ago. Wizard 01. All right, let's go. I'm reading a lot in this podcast.
You are.
I feel bad because I don't like reading.
No, please continue.
Okay.
It's good.
The topic is gotta complain because I made guests believe in ghosts.
Okay, right. I like this one. Please.
You like this one?
Yes.
Okay. So stay tuned.
Ooh.
I'm not even mad about this one, though they did lie about one part of their complaint, which bugs me. But the rest is golden. Last night, a couple came down, visibly intoxicated. One way to tell that someone is pretty drunk is when they keep insisting that they aren't that drunk. They complain that their TV keeps turning on randomly, then turning off. Also, all the hallway lights keep turning on and off as well.
Probably just automatic lightning.
Maybe. Now, I joke with the guests all the time. So I make a crack that, oh man, it's gotta be a ghost. They laugh, we laugh. Though they do seem to take what I said a little too seriously and ask if anyone died in there and suggest some furniture moved around. So I need to reassure them that no one died in that room. The poor kid that I'm training is behind me. He's a bit socially awkward. We're just putting him in a night audit to be the body. Just
to be the body.
Yeah, just to be a body. I don't know what nice. This guy means. Like just to be a body.
Just to have someone
there.
Yeah.
No, but anyways, that poor kid just has a look on his face like, what the WTF is going on here? What the fuck is going on here? Let's not censor anymore. We have over that limit. So anyway, I pulled out the notepad, take down the notes of the issues right in front of them so they could see I'm writing things down. I mentioned it might be an electrical issue in the room since they just did some renovations and asked them if they felt comfortable staying in the room for the night. My mistake, I guess. I should have outright said, would you like me to move you for the night? They verbally confirmed they were fine staying in the room for the night, then left. I come in for my shift at 3 p.m. the next day, obviously.
All right.
And I'm told by my manager and the morning front desk agent that the couple came down all pissed that we had made them feel like assholes because we were joking about ghosts. Didn't take them seriously, didn't offer to move them, and the guy had trouble sleeping because the whole night he was wondering if there was a ghost in the room.
Please.
Ooh. Just want to make a note here that my general manager was not mad with me about the complaint. She knows and trusts me and assumed it was just drunk people misinterpreting events. She just wanted to know my side. After I told her what happened, both her and the morning front desk agent laughed and just suggested that I not make ghost jokes anymore and that I clearly spell out offers to move people since guests don't have the best listening skills, especially after a beer or 5. I've been stockpiling a few stories over the past few weeks, but I had to get this one out sooner rather than later. So yeah, that's something that I can relate to on some level.
Yeah.
Not everybody takes these ghost stories as
jokes
as jokes as they could be. I have been in the front desk when this person was very serious about the ghost in the room, and we had this failure in our hotel that if on the third, I already told it was historical hotel, right? So if on the third floor someone took a bath and then unplugged the whatever plug was on the bathtub and let the water drain, the pipes were somehow too small or whatsoever that you were on the third floor and you unplugged it. The room right below them on the second floor, the water got up on the bathtub just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they were in the same piping.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
Yeah.
But it happened that there was on the third floor there was someone in the bathtub, and there was right below them there was someone in the bathtub taking a bath. So they had it unplugged.
I see.
And then above they unplugged it.
Yeah.
And somehow, God knows for plumbing in 100 and something years ago.
Yeah.
They had plumbed, like the plumbing came also to the sink of that bathroom. So it happened that someone was in the bathtub on the second floor, right?
Yeah.
Someone was on the second floor. At the same time, someone was in the bathtub. Someone was removing her makeup whatsoever on the sink.
Yeah.
And then the third floor, someone unplugged the water.
Yeah.
So the water started shooting out of the sink of the second floor. And they were so convinced it's something spiritual. Like, it's a ghost. There must be a ghost in that room. Is it the ghost in that room? So has someone died in that room? I'm like, no. Being aware of that problem, I cannot say that, the plumbing is that bad. I didn't want to lie. I'm like, that has never happened before. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm sure it's just some malfunction of the sink. Should we take a look at the sink? Stuff like that. But she was so sure it's a ghost and really literally in shock. And I'm like, whew. To be that scared of something would be a thing. However, there has been actually after that I only discovered that hotel when you Google in California, when you Google haunted hotels, our hotel was number 1. So now you can actually figure out in which hotel I was working in. Anyways, next time we will talk about haunted hotels. Yes. So let's do that. Let's see more next time.
Yes, absolutely.
We will end our podcast right now. If you have a better story that we have told now, please share it with us. We would like to see you try.
Yes, and please share if you want to hear some other topics as well. Please share all your stories, your wishes, and everything. But thank you guys for this episode, and see you next week.
We try to publish every Sunday. Yes. See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Here we go.